Yo, what is good, everyone? It is your guy, as always, Brandon, as always, and welcome everyone to the Sportsmoove podcast show, as always. As we talk about sports across over the globe for NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, you name it, as always. I am your host, as always, Brandon Schultz, and welcome to the podcast, as always, guys. Make sure you consider clicking the subscribe button. Enjoy the family, as always, as we roll to 100 subscribers, as always. We should turn on post notifications, as always. That will be notified when I upload such banging videos in the future. Smash the thumbs up button and comment down below, guys. If you like the sports podcast or not, I might do another one as always. And I'm gonna bring in a special guest as always from Messenger, and we're gonna talk about the Eagles tanked in the loss against Washington just yesterday. We're bringing in a special guest real quick and see if he answers. If not, let's go with part B, C, D. You know what I mean? Wow. He really changed his logo. Why you didn't answer? Okay, then. That's kind of weird. Is he gonna answer? Sorry, guys. It's hard trying to find a special guest on the spot. You know. Okay. Let's see. Come on, you're killing me here. Okay, so he's not gonna answer. I'm trying one other place I could think of off the top of my sleeve. I'm on the top of my head. Let's see. Is he even active? No, he's saying he's not active. No, don't answer. I could try him again and see if he answers. Okay, there we go. Hold up, guys.
Hello?
Hey, Uncle Paul. Hey.
Hey, how you doing? Hold on, I'm going to try to put you on some speaker here so I can see you. Hold on. Okay, you on there?
Yeah, I'm on here.
Okay.
Nothing. I'm just. You still there?
Yeah.
No, I was. I'm just trying to find a special guest for my sports podcast show because I'm live right now on YouTube finally, and I was wondering if you want to be my special guest for my sports podcast show.
I can't right now. I got the baby, but another time maybe I'll go on. Will you do a podcast?
Yeah. Elise, can I ask you one question, Elise, before you go, Elise, for the viewers watching back at home?
Okay.
Okay. With the Eagles tanking in their loss last night against Washington, with Doug Peterson talking about telling their players to play awful, how you think it's going to affect them with Carson Wentz in the locker room, Zach Ertz, and all that? How do you think that's going to affect the Eagles in the locker room?
I don't know. I think it'll be tough next year. I don't know that a lot of those guys will be back. It seems like they might trade Wentz, and Ertz looks like he thinks he's at the end with the Eagles. They might have a lot of changes.
But if you trade Wentz, what would you want out of it? Would you want another quarterback or something valuable?
Well, I don't think you know yet if Hurts is the answer. He's played pretty well for a rookie, but you can't judge anybody by 3 or 4 games.
Yeah,
If you were going for Wentz, I think you'd want draft picks if
that
you can get a first rounder. Who
we,
knows?
oh, bless you. We do have the fifth pick in the draft though. So would you want to trade for a quarterback or would you want to trade for a tight end? Because we got the fifth pick in the draft.
I think it depends who's available then.
I think we could get Trevor Lawrence in the first round.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen. Let me get going. I have William gathered me here too. So
Okay,
I'll talk to you a little later.
thanks for
Okay?
being on the podcast show.
Okay. No problem.
Okay, love you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, so there you have it for the first question on what do you think the Eagles should do with that? And I agree with him 100% with that. Let me call someone else and see if you want to join the podcast show. Give me a second. Let me call that. Is he active? I'm not sure. Is he active? Okay, here we go. Let me make sure what's going on. Okay, so he didn't answer. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest myself solo. But on the other news, the Chargers will fire Anthony Lynn after only one playoff appearance. That was their pretty good playoff campaign when they shockingly beat the Who did they beat the Ravens, but they did lose to New England though. So I don't know how is that going to work out. And on top of that, they're gonna have to find a new coach elsewhere. I think that's a decent move and okay move because now Lynn's gone. You have to rebuild the Chargers all over again, and I just don't see them becoming the team that they once used to be during the River era. And this is my 2 cents with him gone. Rivers has now been gone, and Lynn along with the team after one playoff stint, and then all the other years has just been mediocre for the Chargers. I don't blame the Chargers management for getting rid of Lynn. You don't have to get a better head coach and do better via draft and via trades and via free agency, and then we see how the Chargers will do from there. And let's go down to this way. Pat's got to do better if they want a playoff spot, and I 100% agree with them. The Pat's got to do 100% better if they want a playoff spot for next year, because Newton looked terrible this whole season, this whole year. Because if you look at his stats, his career stats overall, his stats is not been the best. Like look at this. When he's with the Panthers when he first started, look at that. 21 for 17, 19 for 12, 24 for 13, 18 for 12, 35, and then that was on his campaign when he was going to win the Super Bowl, but they didn't. They lost against the Broncos. 19, and then he declined after that. 19, 14, 22, 16, 24, 13, 0 picks and 1 interception. And the Patriots, he just did mediocre. He only had 8 TDs, 10 interceptions, and 2,657 passing yards. Do you think, guys, that's going to be it for Cam Newton? The pass should the pass find a new quarterback? Because if you look at the 2021 NFL draft, quarterbacks available, you have some pretty good, decent people out there, which I hope that the Patriots go for. Like, in my opinion, if he's still out there, I think the Patriots should try to steal Justin Fields, because Justin Fields is a pretty damn good rookie, if you ask me. Excuse my language. He's in the class of 2020. He's a rookie at Ohio State. This dude is a freaking monster. He's a good playmaker. The only thing he just needs to work on his arm, but correct me if I'm wrong, his power is freaking through the roof. And I'm not surprised if he goes with within the first top 10 picks, or or if I was the Patriots, 100%. If I was the Patriots, and you don't want to take a chance to get a quarterback within free agency, you can still get what's the name? I'm gonna give you another one, and that would be the name of. This is my pick. That would be Kyle Trask. He is 6'5", 239 pounds. He's supposed to be within the second or fourth round. But why not take him? He has a 4.8 projected to be time, and he did play in 10 games. He completed 259 passes. He only had 5 interceptions. This man had 40 TDs. And this dude is a workhorse. I'm not surprised if the Pats take him, because the Pats. What do the Patriots have? The Patriots via their law win. Yes, last night against the Jets. I believe this would be the highest since the 15th pick, and I wouldn't mind the Patriots trying to snag Mr. Kyle Trask or even Justin Fields. Those would be 2 good via picks. I'm not gonna lie. And on a noon, who is going to get the MVP? Allen, Mahomes, or freaking Rodgers? These 3 quarterbacks are just freaking stallions on the field. I'm not talking about one trick ponies. I'm talking about multiple trick ponies. So we got Allen. This man's has got to be one of the best versatile quarterbacks. This dude could hurt a woman just almost anyone you put him in his path. This dude got 37 TDs. He is thrown for 4,544 passing yards. This man only has 10 freaking picks. Only 10 picks. 10 picks. And this dude is up in the runnings for MVP. Then you have Mahomes, which is a bazooka straight on quarterback that got hell of accuracy, got one of the best arms in the league. He's really young. This dude has 38 TDs, only 5 picks, 4,740 passing yards, and this dude is among top 3 in most TDs for quarterback, because the other 2 is above him is Brady at number 2 with 40 TDs, and the man we will get to in just a few seconds has 48. But then the goal I'm talking about next is Aaron Rodgers. This dude has 48 freaking touchdowns, only 5 interceptions, and 4,299 passing yards. If you would have had 2 more on the year, you would have tied with Mahomes with most TDs in one season. Just one season. And that would be freaking huge. Hold up, guys. Let me just I'm going to my Spotify real quick. You guys might be wondering, like, why I'm not doing that. We just wait.
Oh, I could be.
And guys, when we come back from this commercial break, we're gonna talk about, can the Sixers handle the Hornets in Philly tonight at 7:00 p.m. Eastern? Still to come, can the Bears beat the Saints in the NFC wild card after a terrible effort against Green Bay last night? Can the Bills, with their 13-3 record, one of the best records they ever had, stay alive against the Indianapolis Colts that made the playoffs with a better playoff perspective? And we'll have all that and still more to come on the Smooth Sports Podcast Show, Episode 1. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back in just a few moments.
All it is you need, 'cause we are trying to find a way to feel If I could sleep, I'd dream of what we'd be. But I can feel you slip further from me. Oh, it makes it hard to be when you are all that I want, but don't have. And I'll run into the sea, follow this heart that escapes me. It escapes me, and I'm forget me. All I want and become everything. All I want.
And welcome back everyone to the Smooth Podcast show as always, episode 1. And I'm your host as always for those just joining us, Brandon Schultz. And let's get on to the more juicy stuff as always. We just heard around 4 a.m. Las Vegas time that their workhorse running back Josh Jacob has been arrested for DUI after the hours of winning against Denver. There was a single crash called near the McCarran Airport near East Sunset Road, and no charges have been filed, but he was taken to the hospital, luckily only for just minor injuries. And we hope that Josh Jacobs is okay and he can recover for the season. He should be back 100% next season. Don't worry about that. No question about it. And on the other side, can the Bills stay alive versus the Colts? And I believe so. I'm putting my money on the Bills because Bills are pretty good among the passing, but they're not so good against the rushing. But they're going to have to do everything in their power to stop Jonathan Taylor in that Colts rushing unit. But overall, when it comes off the versatile, the Bills got great passing. These people could throw. They could just do anything, and I mean anything. Because Allen could throw. You see, he already has 37 TDs, and this dude just a workhorse. And I'm not surprised if he does get MVP. I might be surprised, but it's just my 2 cents. And let's go on the other side. Can the Rams walk out of Seattle with a win in the NFC wildcard? And I don't think that's not going to happen because Seattle's too much to handle for LA. With Seattle got a pretty good defensive unit, even though the secondary is kind of banged up. The offensive line is kind of banged up also, but the Rams have not been doing good among passing, among the rushing. Seattle got DK Metcalf. It's too much to handle for the Rams, but if Rams could pull out a miracle, I wouldn't be dang surprised if someone asked me. Now let's go over here real quick. We're going to bring in another special guest for the Washington versus Tampa Bay game. Let's see if anyone's active again. We're gonna wait and see if someone picks up. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How you
Brandon?
doing? Yeah, it's me, Brandon.
All right. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm on my sports podcast show right now.
What would you do? Where are you now?
I'm home. I'm doing my sports podcast show.
Oh, okay. Okay. You're home with Miss Kelly?
Yeah, I'm still home with Miss Kelly. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was worried about you.
Yeah.
About what
I know.
was going on. Yeah. So, are you back in school?
Yes.
All right, that's good. That's good. And how do you feel?
I feel fine, but I have a question that the
Okay.
viewers want to know because if you don't know, I'm live right now currently for my sports podcast show, obviously, and I was wondering if you could answer this honestly with a state matter. How did the Eagles play last night in their loss against Washington?
You know what? I didn't even watch the game.
Uh,
I didn't watch the game. I'm not into sports, Brandon. I can't help you
I'm
with that.
trying to find a special guest at my podcast show, but it's kind of hard right now.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I can't help you with sports. You know,
Yeah.
other things maybe, but sports, no. Yeah. So I'm glad that you're back with Miss Kelly, and are you still doing online from school, or are you back into classes?
Online.
Online?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm gonna call
Yeah.
you back once I'm done my podcast show.
Okay.
Okay. Love you.
All right. Okay. Bye, Brandon.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Let me find someone else then. Let me go to my. Um, oh crap! I forgot I gotta log in. I think it was this one. Hello guys, we just trying to get guests on the show and yeah. Wait, was it this one? No, I know which one it was. I think I know. I think I know which one it was. What you call it? Which account was it under? I think it was under. One of these. I don't remember which account it was. Okay. Oh, I think I am right.
You going in here? No. You don't know yet?
I just use this one. Of course. I think it worked. Yes, it did. There we go. Let me just try. Hold up, guys. Just give me a second. Okay, we get there. Nope. Let's see if he wants to be a special guest on my podcast show. And yeah.
Oh,
Hello.
Brandon?
Yes, it's Brandon.
Hi, Brandon.
Hi. I don't know if
Are
he.
you
I don't know if
Are
he.
you gonna hang up on me again, or are we gonna have a conversation?
No, we not gonna hang up.
Okay, well, you just what?
No, I'm just I brought you in as a special guest for my sports podcast show because I'm live right now currently.
Excuse me?
I'm saying is I brought you in as one of my guests for my sports podcast show since I am live right now for my sports podcast show. I need a special guest, and I decided you could be the one.
Okay. You telling me I'm live on a radio time?
Yes.
Okay, well, I think you need to let me know that. I don't want to do that at all. So
Sorry about that.
I appreciate the sentiment. Why don't you call me back? We can discuss that at a later date. So good luck with your process. Why don't you call me when you're not live? We can discuss it. That's what's up.
Oh, okay then. So I'll call you. I'll call you back in a little bit when I'm done.
All right.
One. Damn, no one.
Get your medicine.
I told you I took my meds already. You asked that earlier, remember?
You won't get your meds.
You said you don't have any.
I know I don't. I don't think girls do that.
Yeah, we know she knows she did that. What the hell? Okay, never mind that then. On the other news, I didn't know this. I didn't know this even happened. The Phillies get Jose Avenano after a three-way trade, and I think it's gonna be a good acquirement because I heard about the man. This dude could pitch because, correct me if I'm wrong, for all Phillies fans out there that's watching, he can pitch, and it's going to be a great pickup with Zach Wheeler. And also, we still got Aaron Noah still, so I'm not gonna be surprised for that three-way pitch group. That's gonna be a great, good starting group, and hopefully we can make it happen this season. And hopefully, Jose Venero could be a great pickup and a great to the team. And yeah, and on the other news, we're gonna save this topic in the moment. When we come back from commercial break, still to come. Can Mitch Trubisky pull up a huge upset against New Orleans Saints and Drew Brees? We will still find out. What can Jaguar owners do? Shad Khan must do if he wants to keep his team under his management. And who does really Dak want out of Dallas and join in San Francisco? That will still be all to come once we come back for the Smooth Sports Podcast show in a couple minutes. Don't go.
Call has been forwarded.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, what's up, Brandon? Where you at? Doing your what? What, you back at Kelly's? Oh. I don't, buddy. I'm over at my mom and dad's house. So maybe we can do it tomorrow night or something. Okay. All right, buddy, you got to call me before 5. Okay. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you tomorrow. See you.
I'm back. As always with the Smooth podcast show as always, and I'm your host Brandon Schultz as always. And we're gonna finish it off with a couple good bangers. And yeah, with the Eagles got the 5th pick in the draft via loss against Washington and the other via losses in the NFL. Who they could draft Trevor Lawrence if they trade up or if he slips to us in the 5th pick. But do we want a quarterback? Is Jalen Hurts our future? Will Trevor Lawrence be our future? Or we could draft a linebackers because we definitely need some linebacker help. And our linebacker core is terrible. And if you look at the linebackers we could get within the 2021 NFL draft, we could get names such as Micah Parsons. He's an outside / inside linebacker. He is 6'3", 245 pounds. He's supposed to be in the first draft in the first round. In his 2 games, in his 2 seasons, his first season he had 5 sacks, 5 sacks, tackle 15 tackle for a loss, forced fumbles, and 109 tackles. He did so pretty okay in last year, but I think this would be a good solid pickup to add to our linebacker core because you could add some in the future via free agency and trade. Well, I think another good pickup we could try to get is Dylan Moss. He's a outside linebacker out of Alabama. He's 6'3", 233 pounds, and he's projected to be within the first, second, or third round. He played 10 games last season. We won't go that. Yeah, he has 62 tackles, 7 tackles for a loss, and 1.5 sacks. Or I think they could go for another. This is my suggestion. I know this guy really well. Joseph Osmond. He is 6'4", 255 pounds. He's supposed to be projected to be within the second or third round. His tackles is not up to par, but we could groom him to be a better outside linebacker. And yeah, basically, and then Wentz versus Dak. Wentz is asking for a trade after he did not get any playing time the last 4 games of the regular season. And I think Wentz will be out the door because Wentz could end up being with the Colts. I could see him being in a Colts uniform. I could see him being in a lot of uniforms. But it's sad to say because Wentz was supposed to be a future for our Eagles team. He struggled with the whole season this year. You can't really blame Wentz because he only had a terrible offensive line. There was no Dillard because he was out for the year. No Brooks, he was out for the year. Kelsey was staying solid. Peters was in and out. So you can't really blame Wentz's fault. Plus, he had barely no receivers. He had Marcus Goodwin opted out of the season this year. He was supposed to be a great pickup piece, but he didn't want to play because of COVID. He's a fast receiver. And if he would have gone back next year and had some better receivers and a better offensive lineman via draft, via free agency, Wentz will stick around. But if Wentz does leave, Wentz got all the respect out of me, and Wentz is a good quarterback. And whatever team he goes for, he's going to be great. And it's not me picking favorites. It's just Wentz is a born athlete, and the Eagles did not use him to his full potential there. We should have used him. But on the other news, Lamar Jackson could go 0-3 in the playoffs versus Tennessee because remember they lost the following year. Following year. Could this be the year that the head coach John Harbaugh does not get a contract extension? Because think about it, if it was the GM's going to think you can't win a playoff game, but you have a phenomenal, great season in the regular season, but you can't get it past the playoffs. And I don't know, Lamar Jackson. If I was Lamar Jackson, I would try to do everything in my power to beat Tennessee. It is my prescriptive. Could Washington surprise Tom Brady to go against Tampa Bay? I'm not sure because Tom Brady is a decent quarterback. He ain't no joke to be playing with. You got to be careful because this man got 40 freaking TDs at the age of 42 or 43. And he's a solid quarterback that you got to watch out for. His offensive line is, while you're watching offensive line, is not the greatest. And I'm not trying to hypocrite on the Washington offensive unit, but they got to do better if they want to protect Alex Smith. That just came off a gruesome leg injury 2 years ago, which cost him 2 years of his career. He lucky didn't get out for the whole rest of the year. My money's going to be on Tampa Bay because I just Washington's too much to handle for Tampa. It's too much for Washington to handle. With Tampa Bay's crazy defensive linebacker unit. The secondary is not the best, but the defensive front is standard, and the linebacker core is off the charts. Can the Baker Mayfield show stay alive against Pittsburgh, hopefully, in the wild card matchup? I think so. Big Ben versus Baker Mayfield is a dream match you want to see in the playoffs. Well, Browns fans, you finally made it to the playoffs finally. After so many mediocre seasons, I think you have finally hit the nail on the head. I'm saying so, Browns fans, you hit the nail on the head. Now you need Cincinnati to hit their nail on the head after not making the playoffs since 2012 with their loss against Pittsburgh. But Baker Mayfield, I'm going to respect your game, man. And I'm not a big fan of Oklahoma, but I think you're going to pull the dub against Big Ben, the veteran quarterback, against the Steelers in the wild card. We'll see, because Mayfield is a pretty good quarterback. He could scramble. He's throwing a little bit off, but his and get the best of him. That costs him a lot of possessions. But we'll see what happens when Baker Mayfield takes on Big Ben and the Steelers in the wild card. And now for the biggest update. Dak Prescott could be out of a job because, like he said on his Twitter, he does not want to be with Dallas if they cannot win. And I don't blame him. If I was Dak Prescott and I see my team can't win, I won't win out of Dallas. Rumors saying that he could be in the San Francisco uniform by the end of next year. By next year, hopefully, if Dak Prescott does not want to stay, he wants to trade like Wentz. And to my perspective, Prescott should leave because his team that doing good. The offensive line is horrible. I mean, horrible. Travis Frederick retiring due to his disease. Offensive line can't stay healthy. The receiving core is better than ours in Washington and New York of mine. With Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, the stud out of Colorado State. It's just a team to be forced to be reckoned with. And if they could get a better quarterback, if they could get a better offensive lineman, I could see him staying with Dallas for a couple more seasons. This is my perspective. Cowboys could hire their third coach, Mike McCarthy, if Mike McCarthy gets the boot out of Dallas. I mean, he might, because Mike McCarthy doesn't fit with Dallas offense. Dallas offense is a running power team, not a passing team. Mike McCarthy was known for his passing ability when he was with Green Bay those years with Aaron Rodgers, having receivers names of Jordy Nelson, Martavius Bennett. I'll keep going on and on. If it's just my opinion, I think Anthony Lynn will be better with Dallas because he was known for his passing play calling with Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Tyrell Williams, Benjamin, Virgil, Hunter Henry, Antonio Gates. I could keep going. And he just fits with that. And plus, he's good with the rushing game when they had Melvin Gordon, even when they still have him to this day, Austin Eckler. It's basically something like that. And don't go anywhere. We'll go on our last commercial break, and when we come back, we will talk about how Curry goes off for 62 points versus the Trailblazers against Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, and basically that. And Hamlin could take over Greg Popovich, the longest head coach in the NBA currently, which is the San Antonio Spurs. And who will Green Bay from the NFC and Kansas City will have to look forward to next week or 2 weeks from now? And the NFC and AFC divisional round. Don't go anywhere. We will have those three things still to come on the Smooth Podcast Show.
Although it feels like heaven, I can't wait forever. Old habits are hard to break. I'm losing faith. Maybe we're better off.
And welcome back, everyone, to the Smooth Podcast Show, as always. And I'm your host, as always, Brandon Schultz. We're going to end off with a couple good topics left display. Phillies promote Sam Fuller as GM, and I think that would be better for the Phillies management to have Sam Fuller as a GM. And now you get a fresh new start, fresh new beginning for the Phillies, and have to be acquiring Jose Fernando and key names that's going to help the Phillies in the future in the long run. I see there a great potential for the Phillies making it to the playoffs this year. Just Sam Fuller's got to dig deep inside and find some key players that's going to be good for his team and for his team for the next future years in the future. And on the other side, what can Jaguars owner do Shaq Khan do if he wants us to keep his job as owner for the Jaguars? First off, he got a better offensive line. I don't care if you have one of the best freaking quarterbacks like Joe Montana or Steve Young, Brett Favre, but if you got no offensive line, you can't run productively as a unit. So first thing is get a better offensive line. Regroup your offensive line so you can be the best offensive line in top tier shape. Get a better quarterback, because Minshew, I'm not saying Minshew Manning could be over, but Minshew Manning could be still on. But that's a second string. Try to draft Trevor Lawrence, because you got the first pick. I don't see you not wasting on the first pick on Trevor Lawrence. And maybe get some better secondary. Get like another secondary like Jalen Ramsey. Even though his mouth got him cost a couple games, but he is one of the top tier corners in the NFL. That just signed a huge 5-year extension. Well, I'm not surprised. Why not go after him and trying to trade for Jalen Ramsey? Would he fit with the Jacksonville scheme now, or would he still not? And another thing I think the Jaguars are going to have to do is get a better head coach, definitely. And another thing is, that's my 2 cents, get a better receiving trio. Because Marquise Lee, D.D. Westbrook, and DJ Shark, Shark I would keep because he could be groomed to be a future star. But Lee's always an injury prone, and I don't see why he will get the door. Like, I would try to get names like Keenan Allen, because he's gonna be a free agent 2021, and this man is having one of the best years of his life. That's why he got a Pro Bowl selection for the AFC. Or get names like, there's some good names out there that could be free agents. Like if you look right now, I'm gonna show you. Watch. We're gonna go with the receivers. If you go with the 2021 free agents, you're gonna have some crazy names that I don't even know. See, you're gonna have AJ Green, gonna be a free agent. He could fit right in with the Jacksonville offense, because he only had 2 TDs, but he could be used as a future because he could catch. He is an injury prone, but he could catch. He's fast. He might slow down his speed. He's 33 years old, but I don't see why not you go after him, or try to go after a huge name like Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones is a freaking beast with Detroit. This man was only 31 years old. He has already 9 TDs. He almost had 1,000 yards. He has 978 rushing yards. And if you want to go with quarterbacks, I'm gonna give you quarterbacks. You know you should go for quarterbacks. Now I think if you don't want to draft Trevor Lawrence, it's just my 2 cents. If you think Trevor Lawrence is not gonna be the future for your team, you got Phillip is gonna be a free agent next year. I will try to pick up him. Trubisky is gonna. Nah, I'm gonna say that, but Rivers will be the best bet. And I'm just gonna say Joe Flacco. Even though he's 36, he's not gonna be the future for Jacksonville if you do get him, but he'll still be a great key addition. Running back, you good because Robinson, he just needs a little time in grooming, and he'll be all right. But now if you go to cornerback, this is another position that you need because you get killed with corners a lot. Like Patrick Peterson and Richard Sherman. I'm going to try to go for one of them at least because they are 2 great freaking standout corners. With Peterson having 3 interceptions and 61 tackles, playing all 16 games. Richard Sherman had only played 5 games due to injury, but this man had 18 tackles and 1 interception. He might not be the man he used to be from Legion of Boom, but will still at least hold off until there's a better corner in free agency, or you could try to trade for one, or you get a better corner in the draft. It's just my 3 cents on what the Jacksonville Jaguars need to do if Shaq Khan wants to stay as Jacksonville owner. And we're gonna speed these up for the last 3. How did Curry do with 62 points against Blazers? I think he did a freaking phenomenal job. This dude is a freaking standout, and I'm not surprised if he is the best 3-point shooter of all time. I think he is. This dude could shoot 3s. He could do it all. This dude is just a freaking man, and I don't see him doing big things again when the boys take on the Kings tonight at 4 o'clock p. 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern. I think he's going to do great. And could Hamlin take over the Greg Popovich? I think that could happen because Popovich is falling off with the Spurs. Haven't made the playoffs in over 2 years. He's having issues on the court where you're getting a lot of ejections and all that. And I could see Hammond being the first female head coach in the whole NBA. That's going to do it for the Smooth Sports Podcast show as always. I'm your host, Brandon Schultz, as always. Make sure you click that subscribe button for more content like this. We post notifications on. Like the stream and comment down below if you enjoyed this or not. I'm Brandon Schultz, your host. Until next time, I am Brandon Schultz here, and I am out. Peace. Until next time.